Juneteenth marks freedom, a second and final liberation for African Americans in our country. It's also an opportunity to focus in on parts of our nation's history that often go untold. Tonight, our Larry Sproul takes us to the special exhibit where you can learn more about Detroit's anti-slavery society and its role in helping slaves escape.
Welcome to the Doorway to Freedom exhibit here inside the Detroit Historical Museum in Midtown Detroit. It's a display about the city of Detroit and the Underground Railroad.
This tells the story of the Detroiters who fought to help enslaved people fleeing slavery in the South. This also tells the story of the people who were escaping.
Now, you probably heard the story about slaves leaving the South and heading north to be free, so to speak. They traveled to a lot of northern cities like Chicago, New York, Philly, and Detroit. But Billy Walwinkle with the Detroit Historical Museum says Detroit has its own dark past when it comes to slavery. Slavery
was in Detroit for hundreds of years. The last slave in Michigan was actually still enslaved in 1837. When Michigan became a state.
Billy says that's why the Detroit Anti-Slavery Society was formed.
So this exhibit also tells the story of the Detroit Anti-Slavery Society. We talk about the Colored Vigilance Committee and other groups that organized in order to fight back against slave catchers. Anti-slavery societies popped up all across the North beginning in the 1830s. The Michigan Anti-Slavery Society began in Adrian in 1833.
It's an organization of leaders who did not agree with slavery and helped slaves escape by any means necessary.
Detroit played a massive role in the Underground Railroad because for a lot of people, we were the last stop to freedom. We were also heavily monitored by slave catchers.
This display has a lot of rich history about slavery and the anti-slavery movement back then here in Detroit. Most of this history we just don't know or want to know.
A lot of people don't like difficult history. They don't like when they're connected to difficult history. A lot of people in Metro Detroit, white and black, have connections to the South.
Billy says that's the same reason why many don't know or just hearing about the end of slavery or what many call Juneteenth.
So Juneteenth celebrates the proclamation of General Order No. 3, which was given by General Jordan Granger when he entered Galveston, Texas in 1865. It was basically just a proclamation that slaves in Texas were free because for 2.5 years the news of the Emancipation Proclamation didn't reach the people who were enslaved. It should be a day that we celebrate every single year. It should be a day that we understand what caused the Civil War, what injustices still permeate through our society because of the actions before and during the Civil War, and everyone should know about it.
Now, although the Anti-Slavery Society was thriving back then, many of the slaves said Detroit was not a final destination for them. They would often cross the Detroit River into Canada for complete freedom. We're live tonight. Larry Sproul, Local 4.
Yeah, difficult's a good way to put it, Larry, too. I mean, we call it Jubilee Day as well, and while there's a lot of jubilation, a lot of frustration that it went 2.5 years before everyone knew they were free. All right, Larry Sproul tonight. We appreciate it. There are a whole host of events from Ann Arbor to West Bloomfield this week commemorating Juneteenth, and you can find a complete list of all the local events, including a special movie screening Friday night at Campus Martius, hosted by the Charles H. Wright Museum. It's right in the special Juneteenth section on clickondetroit.com.